There's been a ton of myths throughout the Smash Bros. Games. For instance, you can play as Master Hand in Smash Bros. Melee, and apparently you just have to select any character in slot 2 and no character in slot 3, then press back and name entry at the same time. And try that again, and oh, okay, I'm in the stage select. Choose a stage. Oh, look at this camera angle. There it is, the Master Hand. Okay, so can I control? Oh yeah, there we go. So if you just mash buttons, he'll sometimes use his moves, so you can kind of like half control Master Hand. I'd say that's good enough for me. Myth confirmed. And we're gonna be busting a bunch of these Smash myths to find out if they're true or false. Starting off with some simple myths, like Link can shoot 2 arrows at once. Okay, so I'm just gonna shoot an arrow, then pick it up, and then try firing my bow. And if I do it, oh, look at that. 2 arrows actually came out. That's pretty cool. Myth confirmed. And of course, the myths are going to keep getting bigger and crazier as the video goes on. Like plans on adding Skull Kid and Bandana D to Ultimate, or a way to get over 999%. But for now, if Ike dies while using his up B, he'll continue upwards and never come down. I'm gonna do a stamina match where you have flowers on your head that always hurt you. Okay, and this is so I can time my up B exactly when Ike dies, like now. Oh, and look, he's just gone. He's a shooting star considering we're in space. Yeah, no, I can't move or control Ike. Oh, look at that. So that means while he does spend a lot of time airborne, he doesn't stay there forever. So, myth busted. Jigglypuff will put all characters to sleep when she's on the screen in Pokemon Stadium. And apparently you gotta play the event match Jigglypuff live for this to work. Okay, there, I'm on screen. I'm just gonna rest, and look at that. They all just fell asleep here. Oh, that leaves you for a pretty easy hit. Oh, I'm on screen again, and use rest, and they all fall asleep again. Damn, this is a good strategy. Except when I missed that. Cut it out, go to the next myth. Myth confirmed. You can unlock Geno in Brawl. This myth spawned from an old video showing somebody selecting Geno in the Brawl menu and then playing him in a normal match. The video claimed that you couldn't access this character with normal means, as he was hidden on the random button, appearing if you change colors while hovering over it. In practice though, nobody was able to unlock him even with this method. Plus, Geno doesn't move at all in the video when the match starts, and before any of the actual fighting begins, the video just ends. Which pretty much proves this was a fake video. Myth busted! And guys, this is a Smash Bros. Myths video, so get ready for a lot of these secret character myths. We'll have a lot more of those later in this video as the myths start getting crazier, but before we get there, let's bust the basic ones first. Like how Jigglypuff will take no damage from Bowser's down throw. Now before we test it on Jigglypuff, let's try it on Luigi as the control. And it does do 12% as the damage. However, if we then try the exact same down throw on Jigglypuff, it does nothing. Look at that, she's still at 0%. That's so weird. Okay, I'll try it again in fact, and look, I even damaged Luigi from the down throw, but Jigglypuff's still at nothing. Myth confirmed. Fire-type Pokemon will take damage from water attacks like Mario's Flood or Squirtle's Water Gun. Okay, so if you didn't know, fire-type Pokemon like Charizard or Incineroar will actually take damage when they're swimming. As you can see here, they're both swimming and taking percent. But apparently they'll also take damage if they're hit by a water-type move, like Mario's Flood, for example. And it still doesn't look to have done any damage from that, at least. And one more time testing it on Incineroar. And no, he takes no damage at all. Myth busted. You can play as Metal Mario in Smash Bros. 64. If you didn't know, Metal Mario is actually in this game. However, he is not a playable character. He appears in the main single-player mode as a mini-boss of sorts. But many people claim that he was also a secret playable character. There was even various videos online showing somebody playing as Metal Mario and even gave methods in how to unlock him. However, the methods were rather odd. Things like you'd have to rotate the control stick 4 times in the menu before selecting a stage, and then you'll play as him. So it's most likely the videos online were created using a hacking device like a Game Shark to simply swap the textures on Mario, since the Metal Mario model was already in the game's files. Myth busted! Also, if you want to see more of these myth videos from other series, then let me know by subscribing to the channel, as only 6% of viewers actually are, since there is a ton of editing and research that goes into these myth videos, so that would mean a lot. Thanks again for the support. If you hit a green shell with a multi-hit attack, any character that touches it will get trapped and go up to 999%. And then apparently all you gotta do is just spawn all 4 green shells, so they'll hit another enemy when you do your down B, and then look at that. Okay, all you do is click down B or whatever multi-hit move. I mean, look at the percentage. It's already at 500, 600%. So am I just stuck? Is he just as good as dead? The counter just won't do anything more? Oh, the shells ran out. Okay. And he didn't get any knockback from my down B. That is what I call myth confirmed. You can unlock the character Toad in Melee. This myth started from a gaming website that claimed there was a method to unlock Toad as a playable character. The way to do it was to hit every single name in the credits of Melee, which was nearly impossible to get a perfect score like this. After, you'd have to play through adventure mode, in which you'd have a chance to unlock Toad. The site also contained various screenshots of the character in Melee 2. But that's where the suspicions started to arise, because in this picture, Toad is now the only Mario character that is not grouped with the rest of the cast. Plus, upon further inspection, people found that the Toad used in all of these screenshots was simply the exact same Toad that was used in the adventure mode. Myth busted! The clocks in various stages show the real time in Smash Ultimate. Okay, and the first map I'm going to be testing here is the Animal Crossing stage. Okay, if we go to my system, you can see the time is exactly 8 p.m. So we go back to the game, and the clock displays exactly 8 p.m. Okay, that's pretty cool. Okay, now let's take a look at the Umbra clock tower. Now the time is 8:01, so just past 8. And if we go camera controls, it is just past 8 again. Well, let's take this one step further. I'm gonna see if this clock actually moves in real time. These are really cool details in the game. Myth confirmed. Ditto can appear in a Pokeball in Smash Melee. People started to think this when looking at several photos and videos that showed this Pokemon in the game. Heck, the official strategy guide has Ditto listed as one of the Pokemon, even with a description of what he does. However, no one could actually find this Pokemon in-game. He'll never appear out of any Pokeball. So what's the deal here? Is Ditto in Melee or not? Well, turns out that was the plan. Nintendo did develop Ditto, but they cut him out in the last minute because they couldn't get his mechanics to work right. He is still in the game's files, so people could hack the game to see him, which was how all the pictures and videos were made. However, in the base version of Melee, he does not appear. Myth busted! The racers actually go around the entire track in Figure 8 circuit. So normally when playing this stage, this is the camera angle you'll see. It's pretty well a little piece of the actual track. But in replay mode, we can move around the camera here, and we can tilt it to see there's a whole track, and indeed, look at that. The racers actually race where you can't even see in the match. That's so weird. That's a crazy little detail. Now you can't see behind the camera, like you can't tilt it anymore that way. I might be pointing the wrong way in the video. But as you can see, they're coming around the corner there, so I'm pretty sure they do race that even though you can't see it. Myth confirmed. You can unlock Sonic the Hedgehog in Smash Bros. Melee. Now, if you're familiar with the series, you'll know that Sonic's first appearance was in Smash Bros. Brawl, but apparently you could unlock him before in the previous game, Smash Bros. Melee. This was started by the gaming magazine Electronic Gaming Monthly that posted this article in how to unlock him. The way to do it was to get 20 KOs in Cruel Melee. They even posted screenshots of what these characters looked like in-game. But again, people thought that these screenshots were a bit fishy, because the Sonic in the character select was the exact render used in Sonic Adventure. This got so out of hand that Nintendo even responded to it in a Q&A where they confirmed Sonic and Tails were not in the game. Then it was revealed that this was an April Fool's joke by the magazine Electronic Gaming Monthly. Jeez, really? Another one? How many April Fool's jokes does this magazine make? Don't trust these guys next time. Myth busted! The entire Smash Bros. Universe doesn't exist in reality, but is rather all just in a kid's imagination. You know, the fact that all the characters have their own trophies, the final boss is seemingly against the hand that is controlling them, and in the opening of the N64 game, the characters are pulled out of a toy box in which they supposedly then come to life. This spawned many theories online for what the lore actually was in Smash, including, of course, a very popular game theory video. Well, after many years of speculation, the theory was finally confirmed by Masahiro Sakurai, the director of Smash Bros himself, in a Smash Bros Direct on November of 2018, where he said this.
In the Super Smash Bros. Series, the characters are toys in the real world, but they are fighters in the world of the imagination.
I'd say that puts this myth to rest. Myth confirmed. You can play as Giant Jigglypuff in Brawl. Alright, so we gotta go on the Bridge of Elven stage as Jigglypuff, of course. Then all I need is a Smash Ball, like right here, as you can see. And once it starts to be put together like this, you just gotta use your final smash. And... oh, look at this! You get hit out of the smash animation, and now you can control Giant Jigglypuff. Oh, you barely move? Look how big you are. I covered the whole stage. Actually, does your hitboxes increases too. Look, Kirby just can't avoid my hit. I can launch him the whole way. Dude, this is actually crazy. Okay, what if I use my Sing move? How does that look? Oh, it sweeps him from all the way there. Oh! I just did a forward smash and it instantly killed me. Okay, well, I guess that's all there was of Giant Jigglypuff. Myth confirmed. Rayman was planned as DLC for Smash 4. So basically, a bunch of images of Rayman on the character select screen were posted onto 4chan. What made this even more interesting was a video of somebody on the menu selecting Rayman 2. Plus, there was this other video of a Nintendo employee accidentally revealing Rayman's inclusion too.
So, Pac-Man is one of the new characters we announced at E3, Rayman, and a whole bunch of others.
It got so big that even Ubisoft themselves said they were planning on commenting on it. But before they could do so, the creator of these leaks, named Artsy Omni, posted a video where he revealed all these were fake and he showed how he actually made them. The reason was to promote his new YouTube series where he draws various characters in the style of Smash Bros. Damn, that's pretty brilliant. I gotta get him to market my channel. And as for the Nintendo employee that revealed Rayman's inclusion, that was simply him referring to the Rayman trophy in the game. Myth busted! There was a cancelled game called Smash Bros. Universe. This myth started when an image went around on the internet of a leaked document from the next Smash Bros. Game. The document showed the game's title and logo that clearly read Super Smash Bros. Universe, plus some of the new ideas in the game. When Nintendo was asked about the image, they simply replied with no comment, which caused people to think the document had a higher chance of being real. However, when Masahiro Sakurai was asked about it, the guy who directs all the Smash games, he stated that he was currently working on Kid Icarus Uprising and had not begun any work on a new Smash game, which proves this was a fake document. Myth busted. You can go higher than 999%. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. Luigi's gonna be our little test dummy for this experiment. He's gonna go in this pit of lava, and he's just gonna sit there until he reaches 999%. Okay, there we go, 999. Now just hit the cannon, so he is safely launched out of there. And then I'll just have him stand right here. Then I'll hit him with a Thunder Jolt, and he goes about that far. And now I'll have Luigi go back into the lava, and apparently only the lava will get Luigi to go to a higher percent. Okay, Luigi's been in there for quite some time now, so get out using the cannon method once again. And now I'll hit him with another Thunder Jolt. Oh, and that kills him. So as you can see, he's clearly over 999% because literally the same attack has way more knockback now. However, for some reason, the game still doesn't display that he's over that percentage. But in reality, he actually is. Myth confirmed. There was planned DLC for Skull Kid, Bandana D, and Poke Floats in Smash Ultimate. Whoa, 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 slow down there. Now that is a lot of stuff to take in, Bits. What makes you say this? Well, this picture was posted on 4chan by an employee who was working on the Smash Ultimate DLC. And I mean, just take a look at it. The characters, stage, and HUD elements look identical to the Smash Bros. Style. But when people looked a bit closer at the picture, they noticed some weird things. Like how Skull Kid has a shadow, while Bandana D does not. But the real kicker here was how the star next to Bandana D's icon was straight, whereas the other Kirby characters have a slightly tilted star. This kind of inconsistency just isn't seen in Smash Bros, which pretty well shows this leak was fake. Myth busted! Well, I hope you like this other round of myths. I'll see you later.